This Good Morning Northwest Morning Sprint is brought to you by Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning.
The time is now 6:53. Time to get you ready to take on your Thursday in the morning sprint. Mark has your forecast with plenty of sunshine expected. City Charles has details on a new task force in Mexico hoping to address the recent surge in migrants at the southern border. But first, the home on King Road where 4 University of Idaho students were murdered is now being demolished. Let's get right out to Bronte Sorotsky with the breaking details. Bronte.
Well, Natalie, demolition has started. I'm going to step out of the frame so you can just see what we're seeing here in Moscow. So take a look. It looks like already half of the home is now in shambles on the ground. Now, this construction started not too long ago. Now this road, King Road, is blocked off. We see Moscow police here ensuring that everything goes smoothly with this demolition. And we are going to be here all morning as well as throughout our evening newscast. And you can watch this demolition live on our streaming app, KXLY+. But for now, reporting live in Moscow, Bronte Sorotsky for News Now.
Bronte, thanks. And as she mentioned, we'll be streaming the entire demolition on our free KXLY Plus app that's on your connected TVs. You can also head on over to our website, KXLY.com.
As we look at the forecast radar and our first alert weather, it's going to be a pretty nice day today. We're going to have some variable clouds, increasing clouds tonight, and then we're going to see the potential for maybe a little rain into areas of the Palouse. 41 will be our high today, 44 into Coeur d'Alene. We're expecting mid-40s in Ritzville. Tri-City staying cool at 41. We will be cool at 41 degrees, although still above average, and our air quality should remain good.
A woman who fell with her 2 children from an upstairs apartment on North Addison on Christmas Day has now died. The children, just 10 months and 2 years old, they're still in the hospital. Police were called to the scene for a possible mental health crisis. We don't know if the fall was an accident or if she took her children and jumped. The investigation is still ongoing. A man is now facing vehicular assault charges following an early morning crash in northwest Spokane that left his passenger seriously hurt. Sheriff's deputies say it happened a little after 1 a.m. yesterday on Government Way. There were some slick and icy road conditions in the area at the time. Investigators say that one of the drivers, John Swinger, was likely under the influence of drugs or alcohol. He was arrested after his passenger and the driver of a different car were taken to the hospital. Well, we've heard from several people about some type of sheen in the Spokane River. So we asked the Washington Department of Ecology for answers. It's investigating a sheen found in Millwood on Tuesday, just downriver from the Inland Empire Paper Company. It was about 20 yards wide, very light, and had no odor. The DOE noted no obvious source point, so a sample was taken to test and help pin down the source. We're still waiting for those results. We'll keep you updated as soon as we learn more. Spokane Mayor-elect Lisa Brown and Councilwoman Kitty Klitsky were officially sworn in during a ceremony at the Spokane Central Library last night. Children from the Salish School playing a song of honor for the incoming leaders. Now, both the new mayor and District 3 Councilwoman detailed their next steps in their acceptance speeches. Mayor Lisa Brown focusing on first responders, education, and the growing homeless crisis. You can read more details about the swearing-in ceremony on our website, KXLY.com.
Overnight, leaders in Mexico announced a new strategy aimed at alleviating the current migrant surge at the U.S.-Mexico border. Authorities are unveiling a new task force. U.S. officials, U.S. officials urging Mexico to do more to stem the crisis. Sources telling ABC News that U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken and DHS Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas pushed Mexico to step up immigration enforcement within their country, help reopen key ports of entry, and encourage migrants to stay in Mexico. The new task force's next meeting will be in January, and the latest details on the new task force is coming up next on Good Morning America.
Washingtonians will see the highest minimum wage in the country soon. The state will increase it to $16.28 an hour. That's 54 cents more than last year and more than double the federal minimum wage. The change to Washington's minimum wage will start on New Year's Day. People have mixed feelings, though, about this annual increase. You can find out what they told us right now on our website, KXLY.com. Well, some places in Washington have their own minimum wage laws that are even higher than required for the state. For example, on Monday, anyone in Seattle who's working for a company that employs more than 500 people will be paid at least $19.97 an hour. Coming up next on Good Morning America, we have details on the end-of-the-year storm that's slamming the Northeast overnight, bringing heavy rains and flash flood fears on one of the busiest driving days of the year. Well, an estimated we've been following breaking news out of Moscow. We'll be right back.